church and found out we lived right down the street from each other.
Heck yeah.
And so we started hanging out, but we didn't hang out heavy until like we both kind of were aging out, like we were graduating and stuff. And then so like his mom was like, "Yo, when are you gonna get out of my house?" And I was like, "Bro, I got a spot. Come stay with me." And so he came. We stayed together, and then we started traveling around and touring and stuff. And then from there, I lost my spot, and I wound up like staying with him for a little while and his mom's, and then we went our separate ways, and we like just kind of kept hanging out. And then after, like, I can't remember, I botched a performance once. I can't remember if you remember, but we opened up for Lecrae at a freaking hockey arena.
Yeah,
and I forgot all my lyrics, and I pissed myself. And then we got into a fight, an argument, not a fist fight, but it was an argument.
Look, my dad.
And then
Julius.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry, I'm driving, it's hard to see. Hey.
I was sitting there like, who is that, Julius? And I was like, yeah, it's Julius.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, you recognized your voice. What up, Sabrina? Y'all are hopping in. Do me a favor real quick, share the live out. Ellie dropped my website, jerryblamemusic.com, and also my merch site, which you can also get some of my merch from my website. Sabrina says Tim is joining us also. Tim is her husband. Tim. Hey, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
Yeah.
We were in the middle of a conversation, so we were finishing our conversation up.
Not to cut you off.
No biggie, it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Yeah, no, we went our separate ways, and then we started hanging out again. Like we've always kept in touch with each other. We've always just touched base. So like after that, like I apologized obviously because I was being a dick, and I was just really embarrassed. And he was trying to like shoot it straight to me, like, bro, you're being ridiculous. You got to practice more. And friggin'
That's a big thing to be able to even just like revisit it, like even if it's 6 months later, years later, to be able to revisit that moment and own up to, your part in something is huge. Absolutely huge. To reflect on that, We
were both really in our recovery stages. We were working on recovery. And just in different walks, and it was he accepted me. He accepted me when I was really an oddball, man. Like I was really weird, and he kind of brought me in the fold and taught me about what it meant to be well and encouraged me. And he's always been a really a life form in my life. So I'm thankful for him. Anytime he calls me, I try to answer, just because he's always been hope in my life. So
getting all sentimental. Thank you.
I just keep it real when I can.
We would also be in the studio, and I'd be like, Julius, you gotta like light a fire under your ass. You gotta speak up when you're recording.
Yep, there was that too.
But cool. So what's up, everybody? Tammy, I sent you a message and I asked if you wanted to be on game night, and you'd never read it or responded. So I was gonna send you the link if you wanted to. Yeah, so tonight's game night, guys. Share the live out if you haven't. Please share the live out. We're kind of keeping it a little on the lighter edge tonight. We're playing bold, which is the whole perception, reflection, connection. So we'll get a little deep with these questions, and we may have Jamie Tall on here in a little bit. We may or may not. I think she's coming, but yeah, we're just gonna hang out. We're gonna vibe. Hopefully, everybody's midweek is going great.
We got Mr. Julius again.
We got Mr. Julius Gunn, aka J Mac G, aka ID, aka. I always thought the one cool thing about your last name was his gun. So I was always like, man, you got that name.
Do you have the family with you again today?
Yeah, not my daughter, but I'm picking up my lady right now,
Oh, all right.
and
I was
we're
gonna
gonna.
say,
I know that sucks.
Yes.
We share custody, but week on, week off.
Tammy, I'm gonna send you the link right now, Tammy.
well, let us know when it, when she gets in the car, so we all can say hi to her.
100%. 100%.
Let me just.
Sorry, guys, I'm getting ready for work because
All right.
Jared's making me work after.
Bullshit. Nah. Don't even.
Working me too.
All right, Tammy, I sent it to you in Messenger.
But if you don't go to work, I'm leaving you.
What up, Sammy? We got Sammy, we got Tammy, we got Sabrina, we got Ellie, we have, I don't know who all in here. If you're in the chat, drop a comment, share the live out.
3 people here, so.
Work her ass. I'm trying to work her ass, but
Work harder, work faster, and don't forget to call me master.
What is that from?
No clue. My brother used to say it to me all the time, so I just.
All right.
It's probably from some pop culture. I bet you it's from the Boondocks.
Yup, that's what it sounds like it would be from.
Yeah, it sounds like some Stink Meaner would say.
Yep.
what's up, Casey?
Stink Meaner, the old weird, the old black guy, the racist black guy in Boondocks.
Yep.
I sent it to you, so it should be in your messenger.
It sounds like something he would say.
Right,
Or something that like someone would say something to him where he'd flip on them.
Right.
I'll text it to you too. All right, it's now texted to you and in your messenger at the end of the day. So
why are you texting her? I'm gonna tell her husband.
Okay, tell her husband. He likes me anyway. Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe they're into swinging.
Florida, he had stayed at her house as a Midway stop, so they all met.
We all got to meet.
I wonder if that was happening there.
All right.
Hey.
So
or Sabrina and Sam. One of them.
Sabrina, oh hell no. You know, Sabrina, that's kind of considered. You'll go for old men and all this other stuff. And you drink tap water, but when it comes to the hell no. All right, I see how that is.
I think she was talking about her mom.
Oh, yeah.
It's just because her man's in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
He's sitting right next to her, along with it.
Yeah, Tim, we love you.
Right.
So if you guys are just popping in, please drop a comment. Let us know you're in the comments. Share this live out. Tonight, we're playing Bold. We played this before. It is the 3-card category games, which is perception, connection, and reflection. Each
we will be getting to know each other tonight.
Yeah, each card holds a different type of question and it determines the in-depth of an answer with that being said. So until other people hop on, we're going to run it up. We're going to start. Tammy must be running behind because she didn't see, she hasn't even opened up anything I sent her.
Do you want to let Julius pick the first card?
Yeah, so Julius, connection, reflection, or perception? Pick one.
Perception.
Perception, okay.
Oh, I thought they were stuck. I was going to be like, how are they stuck?
No, I was just trying to get my hand in there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Just trying to stick it.
Don't mind me. My
Does it fit?
Yeah. Okay.
Was that the perception question?
All right.
All right, so these cards, I'm going to explain it to you because you haven't been here for a game night. Most everybody in the chat has. These games are meant to be played, in person and stuff like that. Some of the questions, we change a little bit so it works easier you know,
so
it's
I'm gonna
more
pick
of
like this. I won't read that. I'll read this.
Yeah. You know, so sometimes like some of the questions we can't ask because
it's meant for a different type of setting.
Yeah, and you know we can't answer that. Like you know, you can't answer certain questions about us, but you can answer it about yourself.
Right.
So we'll change some of them a little bit so it's altered.
So I'm here for the whole ride. Yeah.
We're gonna read the question, and everybody in the chat answer the question in the chat. You'll answer the question. I'll answer the question. Brianna will answer the question.
Sabrina's answering any questions.
But anybody in the chat. All right. So the question is, what do you think your defining characteristic is? Tammy, you're supposed to be on here. What are you doing? I sent you the link.
My defining characteristic.
For people that did not get a chance to listen to this, the question is, what do you think your defining characteristic is?
I think mine is my boldness.
Answer in the chat if you guys know that. Yours is your boldness?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Julius?
I think that pretty much like sums me up. Like I'm bold.
Yeah, you're bold?
Yeah, I would that's a good one. I would say I would also, I'm gonna go with dang. I'm trying not to parody back what you said, but I mean I think that's a good one. Boldness is
your style, your sense, like whatever the heck you wanna, doesn't have to be, physical stuff.
I think I'm more of a, I think it's more of my love for humanity. Like I really I have a like a goodwill about me, that like an altruism that I despise on most days, but it seems to, I think it defines me more than I do. I try to show compassion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you said, it can be a fault at sometimes for ourselves. But it's not.
It always gets me in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm always getting in trouble.
Sabrina says, I am
Could
very.
Could you imagine not having that?
Sabrina says,
yeah, my brother's like that.
Can I proceed now?
Yes.
Every time I went to talk.
You got blood on your shirt?
From you popping the trap.
Good, the shirt doesn't fit.
All right. Sabrina says, I'm very empathetic and open-minded. Sammy says, I would say my defining characteristic would be, I'm a go-getter. Hustle.
Yeah.
I hustle for what I want. So Sammy says, I respect that, Julius.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. And I respect that, Jared. Yeah. I would agree with that. I think you're a go-getter. I appreciate that, Sammy.
In the chat, the first person to answer to perception, connection, or reflection. First person, put it in the chat. Perception, reflection, connection. Please don't do anymore.
No, I was just making sure there was no more stuck to you. I can see it through your shirt. I need to stop. It's either that or I'm going to pick at my boo-boo on my finger.
Oh, I think you said boo-boo. I thought you were going to say boo.
Do you know I have to wear gloves when I go to work because I'm cleaning the oven?
Tammy, I'm too nice. All right, Sabrina says perception. All right. Which was we just did a perception one.
Look, babe, take those cards and flip them the other way so you can see what the cards say, so you can just look at the colors.
Sammy, you're too late, but we'll do connection next since Sabrina picked perception. Oh, connect one. Connect one.
The one time you don't use autocorrect, right? It's like, darn it.
All right, so two different separate ones. Do you want the first question or the second question? They're both pretty deep.
Just hit me with whatever. I'm here for it.
One or two, first or second. Pick one.
Two.
Okay. What was the last thing that you failed at?
My fat ass fingers.
The last thing I failed at was the last podcast we did. That was a big fail.
I mean, that was like, it's all good. That was just a live. Like, you didn't really, I mean, you never been on. You didn't really know what you were wanting to do. So it's all good. Like, it's all learning. But that's what you failed at?
That's what I failed at. I don't fail often.
In the chat, what was the last thing you failed at in the chat? What about you, babe?
Cutting myself yesterday.
That's not. It's not.
I don't know. I don't feel that often, like Julius. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with time management recently, like something with time.
Let's see. Sabrina says the last thing I failed at was screaming because it didn't let out any noise because I'm sick.
Can I have my drink, baby?
That's painful on multiple. Jesus Christ! I feel that.
Miguel.
The last thing, what did I fail at last? I'm sure Brianna could tell you what I failed at.
Yep.
Really? All right, what did I fail at last?
Giving me some time yesterday.
No comment.
Giving me some of your time. Like I said, like when I work, we hardly see each other. And I asked him to come up after the kids went to bed, and he was just...
It was a miscommunication on time.
He was busy, and by the time he made it up there, I was by myself, and we were busy. So we didn't get that 10 minutes together we normally get. So, yeah, you failed.
So it's a misconnection.
Yeah.
You failed at a misconnection.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll take that. That's reasonable.
I go outside on a break, and that's, 3 to 4 days a week. That's the only time we see each other. I'm sleeping when he leaves, and I get home and he's sleeping.
Unless you wake me up.
That's how all great relationships work. Right there.
You need what?
That's how they work.
And I know this is like horrible. It allows me to get more hours at work too, because he's not awake. I'm not rushing home. Like, if I'm not ready to come home and unwind and go to sleep, I could stay at work and find shit to do. I'll come home 3, 4 o'clock in the morning from work sometimes, and he's not up looking for me, asking me what I'm doing and stuff like that. Like, we have that trust. Like, he knows I'm just up at work.
I got a location.
It's the way it should be, yeah.
He knows I'm not like, up there hanging out with guys and stuff like that. I'm not coming to bed with him.
I know if she's not at home, I know she's at work. Like
I don't really go anywhere.
I have her location, but like I don't need to check it really. So it's just one of those things.
I turn it off sometimes to see if you notice, and you usually don't.
Excuse you? Well, it would alert me if you turned it off. It would say Brianna stopped sharing message.
No, I'll turn it on airplane mode in the middle of the day. I'll be home. I'll turn my phone on airplane mode to see if you're like, babe, what's wrong? And you don't.
I figure she sleeps half the time.
I do.
I have her location also.
Sabrina does still have my location.
Okay. Choice. All right.
Oh, where'd he go?
He'll be back on. His phone does this. It's been kicking him off for some reason.
This cotton is...
Okay. Watermelon
candy.
Oh, what? That's so rude. What happened?
Oh man, I pushed the dang center button and it went down, and you know how it goes.
All right.
My bad.
Sammy, we're doing.
I swear, what I'm trying to do is I keep trying to push the more button, right, so that I can go to the comments quickly. But then when I get out of the comments, I push the backspace button, and it goes. You know what I mean? And it's like, damn, like I'm used to pushing the back button.
Yeah.
We don't really care, but you know what I mean.
Sammy, I'm reading connections because that's one you picked. Describe how you communicate. So everybody in the chat, describe how you communicate. Babe, describe how you communicate.
Okay.
Julius, describe how you communicate.
With my voice.
I'm kind of sad that nobody wanted to jump on live.
Do you know what? No, I don't communicate with my voice. I think first, especially now, like being in recovery and
are you sure?
Knowing how feelings trigger other people, I definitely think a lot more before I say or do stuff, because it's not just a right now thing it can affect. It can affect stuff a year from now. 2 days from now. Like, I think when I communicate. I use my mind.
Let's see. Sammy says music. Tammy Joe says my eyes. LOL. Okay.
That's why you didn't see us talking.
I communicate through music. Music is my communication. Sabrina says I communicate good by being open to how I feel.
Yeah.
What about you, Julius?
You communicate through.
I communicate. I communicate often by teaching. I'll just repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat. I sound like a parrot sometimes, but I try to when I speak to people, I try to communicate by saying the same thing three different ways, so that they we don't know where each other's. We're never in each other's heads, so I try to say it in different ways to make sure that it lands. Yeah. I also say, you know what I'm saying, all the time.
No. You can.
I just picked. The kids put cotton into. I have a candle over here, and it has a heat light on it, so it heats it up, so I don't have to light it. And there was fucking cotton in it, cotton balls.
Ooh.
I just took them out and I gave the plate to Jared. He goes, "I'm not eating those. I didn't want you to eat them."
Sammy says, "I am terrible expressing my emotions, so I use songs." I'm like that too. Like, it's weird. I can't. It's weird. So I can't express my emotions like in person, like I can if I'm like writing it out, and that's whether it's texting or it's writing. But it's weird. Like, if we're sitting here, it's really hard for me to like in person express my emotions. But I could go into the other room and I could write all of my emotions, but I can't do it. Like, not that I can't do it in person, but it's hard to do it in person. I don't know why. I don't know if it's fear of rejection. I don't know if it's yeah, I don't know if I express how I feel to her and she doesn't give a shit, then I'm gonna want to punch her in the face, and I wouldn't do that if I was in another room. But
it's big feelings. You have big feelings.
Yeah,
all your emotions are really big. So it's easier for you to write them down than it is to express them, because if the rejection would be equally as big, or you know what I mean, like the feelings are big.
And he's not scared of me because I do reject him. It's just.
No, nobody believes that. Yeah. That's how he's always been.
Yeah, it takes a while to get over those feelings, and it's something that I've definitely had to accept and be okay with. Because I'm like, no, just talk.
I don't think everybody gets over them. I mean, he's always been a feeler as far as I've known him. He's always been a very big feeler. Like, he's got a big heart. He's got a big brain. And when you think a lot, and when you feel a lot, you know what I mean? Like, it's big. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard.
So it's something different for me. Like, I have to realize, like, I'm not gonna. Sometimes you have to be uncomfortable, but I'm not. I have to not be upset at him because he can't communicate the way I want him to. Hi.
She's getting in the car.
What I want him to, I have to accept that. That's how he is, and it's something we may never work through. So he has to accept me how I am, and I have to accept that about him. I can't stand it, but I love everything else about him. We all can't be perfect for our person. We just.
Let's see. Sabrina, ganging up on him if he does that shit. Bring it on, girl. Bring it on.
Melissa.
Bring it on.
Yes, her name's Melissa.
Hi. I look at remembering names too, but I remember yours.
Tammy Jo says crying. Sammy says exactly. Brianna, past traumas.
Sabrina, we're keeping it PG tonight.
Sabrina says, "Where's the crazy questions?" It's not. We're kind of dialing it down tonight. We'll be back to crazy questions next week, though. But tonight,
next
we're kind of
week
just...
or in 2 months after we have this event.
No. We're just taking it easy tonight.
Okay. We normally have some out of this world.
We have like 18 plus questions. Like, would you rather, like, would you fuck a dead hooker in a trash can type shit? Like, yeah.
Leave a homeless person's foot clean, stuff like that.
I
All right,
mean,
Melissa.
if Jamie ain't on here, I'll hop on and say I'll change the game up.
Melissa,
You're getting asked the question. You're getting asked the question.
Oh,
What's that?
Reflection or connection?
Just pick one.
Perception, reflection, or connection.
Oh. Can I get a little more context?
Nope, not yet. You just gotta pick one. The card is, they're gonna ask you a question based upon perception, reflection, or connection.
Reflection.
Reflection. All right. So yeah, the perception gets your perception on something. Reflection is an internal reflection, and connections is, for everybody to connect. All right. Which one of your habits do you wish you could shake?
Could shake?
Yeah, get rid of.
We'll do a couple pieces.
Stop
That's
doing.
really funny. This is gonna sound really silly, but I have this very bad habit of constantly touching my hair, and I love it, but it's a very bad habit, and so I keep trying to break it, and I have not been successful yet. So
It's hard because we get so many oils and dirt on our hands, and then we touch our hair, and it just destroys it. So I get it. I get it, girl.
causes too much attention.
Yeah. What about you, Julius? Hi, kid. Can I have a hug?
I like I got a couple of bad habits, but
I love you. He's leaving.
I don't know.
Mine is nail biting. I pick at my nails. I pick at my toenails. I pick at them constantly. I want them to grow, but I'm constantly picking. I will pick till my fingers bleed, and I don't care. I still do it. I won't stop. I'll get,
I wish that I could I wish that I was better at shutting my mouth.
Okay. Not saying it all together or thinking before you say it.
Oh no, I think real nice and well. It's the speaking part that's the problem. I don't ever shut up.
Battles are just hills we don't need to take. There's not going to be a resolution, so there's no point. You express how you feel. That person can express how you feel, and you move on, and that is hard to do.
No, for me, I have a difficult time because I call them out, see them. You know what I mean? And it's not that I don't think about it. I think, well, is this valuable for that person to know? Yeah. Do they want to know? Probably not.
That reminded
Should
me
I say it? Is it?
Commercials, you don't want to be your parents. Have you seen those?
What was that?
The Geico commercials where they say you don't want to be your parents.
Yeah.
Going around to the neighbors and is telling her stuff, and her husband's like, "Did they need to know that? Did they need to know that?"
That's me. I'm that right there. That's me. Yes. Just being honest.
What's a habit you wish you could shake? Can I answer it?
Yeah, say it.
Texting and driving.
Yeah, no, I'll flat out say that. I'm horrible with my phone. Gosh, I am. I'm really bad with it. Okay, it's thinking I have to respond or do something right that second instead of just waiting to do it until I'm done. Yeah, that's my habit.
It's a productive habit. I can see how it could get you in trouble. Sabrina said, bad habit is me overthinking sometimes about people's facial expressions or body language.
Yeah.
And the only thing I have to say to that is that I would caution, just from one random human being to another, I would caution considering it overthinking as much as the way I like to look at it when I'm doing it is, it makes me sleep better at night, at least, is I am extra sensitive, right, about being judged, and sometimes that means I'm judging other people, you know.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't consider it overthinking, because I don't personally, me personally, I don't believe in overthinking. I believe more thought is better always. You can always thinking something through is important, you know.
Yeah.
And so, like, if you call it overthinking, then you cancel yourself out before you get an opportunity to actually think something through. You know what I mean? And I didn't encourage that, because I've made one too many dumb decisions solely off of thinking that I was overthinking. You know what I mean? And when reality, it's just I thought it through, and I didn't like the answer that I received.
So one thing that I've like learned to step back and look at and work on stuff like that is, you know how they like flip those cards and what do you see?
Hmm.
See something different. So you may notice something about yourself or about somebody else that they don't notice, or somebody else isn't noticing. Like, we all pay attention to different things, and that's okay. You know,
Yeah.
that's okay. You don't have to.
Another thing is, remember, we can't see our own faces.
Yep.
Remember, we can't see our own faces. like my my daughter was sitting on the couch the other day, and I looked over, and she just looked angry. I mean, she looked really mad, and I'm like, "Hey, babe." She's like, "What?" I'm like, "Are you okay? Are you mad? Like, you seem like you about to ready to punch something." She's like, "Oh, I'm just tired. I mean, there's nothing wrong." I'm like, "You promise? Like, you're not."
Yeah.
Yeah, thinking of it crazy, you know, like, she's like, "I just tired. I'm not even, literally, I have nothing on my mind." You know what I mean? It's like, but she looked like she was ready to put a hole through a wall. You know what I mean? Like, so you got to be careful, because we can't see our own face. You know, we don't know how we're holding ourselves. You know?
This might help you too. I go to my kids when they look like that. Look at me, babe. I go up to them and I rub their eyebrows. And I'm like, ew. You know, because like you said, like, they don't realize it, so I don't even have to say anything. I just go up to them and I rub their eyebrows, and they know I got a snake look on my face. Why? You know, and quietly they can think about why, and sometimes they'll come up to me and talk to me about it.
That's
You
really
know,
cool.
it's that little touch, like we get that physical connection where they notice, like, I see you. What is going on? Like, let's work through this. Let's fix it
And
without saying those words.
That's
You
really
know?
cool.
So,
That's a cool idea.
Yes, I do.
no, she never does it to me, Sabrina.
I pluck his gray hair.
Hey, Angela.
Yeah. Angela. All right, guys, shifting. He did it again. Since Sabrina had said, "Where's the crazy questions at?"
We're
Crazy
gonna play
questions
it.
we got. We are doing. You did it again.
Bro, it's the back button, I swear. I'm like, 'cause I go into the comments page, and it takes up the whole phone. Yeah.
All right, so since Sabrina said, "Where's the crazy questions?" we're shifting it. So this game is called Pick Your Poison, and it's a would you rather type game. So I'm going to read two cards, and again, would you rather?
And this is Julius. I mean, I know you laughed about it before. Are you okay playing a game like this?
Yes, Julius. Julius. He's good.
I literally, in the last song, I said I eat that ass like cantaloupe. I'm here for it.
Okay.
Yes.
I just wanted to check. All right. We've had
I
people
appreciate you checking in. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. We've had people block us, block other people, message us. I wish I didn't tune in. How dare you talk like that? How dare you guys do that? And, you know, I just want to check. I know everybody in the comments is good with it. I just wanted to
they're
make
all
sure.
yes.
I wanted to make sure you
Freedom of expression over here. I'm all about freedom of expression.
too, because she's going to be answering these questions also.
Yeah, I mean, she's cool with it. You cool with the
What's
crazy
up?
questions?
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
you
here.
can put this on so it's not.
Questions also.
Julius, Sammy said that's still the best line ever. Ate that ass. All right.
Thank you. I thought long and hard.
All right. Would you rather, guys? Would you rather have your whole family convert to Scientology or drink a cup of your father's semen?
Scientology all day.
Listen, over here I'm thinking about my dad's semen. You guys are like Scientology.
Yeah, no, I think she
That's
said
easy. Scientology, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm with it.
Yeah, I'm going to Scientology.
can-
Tom Cruise, here I come.
Right. Like, I know some people like semen, but like,
This is gross. I'm drinking my dad's semen because I could not do
yeah,
it.
it's who it's coming from. You know what I'm saying?
Oh! So, first, him first. Scientology, okay.
I already know I know what everyone's gonna pick on this one.
All right, still ask it.
Okay. Would you rather show up to every job interview smelling like marijuana, or wake up in the middle of the night only to find your significant other masturbating to a photo of their ex? I'm smelling like weed.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm cool with her masturbating to a photo of her ex. He's pretty handsome.
Now, what if she woke up to you masturbating of her ex?
The question is which ex? How far back are we going?
All right.
I might judge, but I'm not mad at it.
I ain't gonna be mad.
All I know is I gotta work hard, you know what I'm saying? So if I ever need a job interview, I'll be able to work at weed spots, you feel me?
Weed it
I
is.
already smoked too much weed. Yeah. What is everybody else saying? Weed it is? Smell like weed, smell like weed.
Yeah.
How many?
He said,
Tim said,
how many ounces?
All right. I picked it.
You cheated.
I wanted a good question.
All
All right.
All right. I'm gonna pick one or two to read first.
For one or two, which one you want first? One or two?
Who are we asking?
You. One or two?
Me?
Yeah.
One.
All right. So
I
first
chose you last
question.
time.
First question is: would you rather poop a little bit every time you fart, or have vagina lips on your mouth? I'm gonna have me some vagina lips on my mouth.
Oh yeah, I'm eating booty all day. I'm with it. I'll even journey around town. Don't play with me.
The vagina lips are easier for sure.
I'm gonna
Right.
shart.
You're gonna shart?
Yep, I'm gonna
You said the vagina would be easier?
Yeah, they're easier to deal with.
Vaginas are easier to deal with. That's what she said.
The amount of times you'd have to run to the bathroom. I'm an RBT. There's no way.
Right.
No way.
Shart every time she farts, she run into the bathroom.
Like, I work with kids all day. There's no way I'm getting enough time. So.
They're one of their diapers. Like, throw them away. Like, baby wipes.
It's just gonna hit us for nothing.
That's too funny. You said Tim's wearing Sabrina said vagina lips. Tim said diaper.
Diaper. I can't with the diaper.
Angela's like, oh shit, just got real.
Or actually, that would be interesting to go between those two.
But Angela never said which one she'd choose. All right, vagina lips. All right.
Vagina lips.
All right.
Hey, Sam, an answer. You need to answer that question.
Is it?
That's a card one or card two? Ask Melissa.
Me again?
No,
Melissa, card one or two? She said two.
I'll always choose two.
Okay.
Me too.
Would you rather smash your pinky finger with a hammer, or go to the emergency room because you got a beer bottle stuck in your rectum?
Ooh, I'm smashing my pinky finger all day.
She's smashing her pinky.
I mean,
A beer bottle, I mean, it just depends on whether it's going to break or not.
Oh no.
No, play.
bottle or is it a fucking
Pinky,
know you're lying. We know you're lying.
Listen, we've all seen that video where the dude put the damn jar up his ass and then it broke and he was bleeding out his butthole. So yeah.
No, pinky finger. I don't think any of us want booty juices.
finger.
Can it be my own vagina lips? Because damn, then I.
Hey, if you're that flexible.
Yeah.
The one I had before was have your last name be Hitler instead of the pinky.
Oh.
Well, that would not be I'm not going.
That
my
would have
last name being Hitler
drastically
under any
changed my
circumstances.
answer.
Yeah, no, I'm
No
definitely.
booty juices, please. Oh, Ellie, what did I walk into?
Playing our game.
We're back to poison. Was it? Did you read the last one? Yeah. All right.
This is gonna be fun.
All right. Chat. First person. One or two. Pick somebody in the chat. 1 or 2 first. Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Okay,
I know there's a delay on the chat, so I used to get very impatient. I used to be like, pick a one. All right, Sabrina, 1. All right. Would you rather go down on your grandpa or
Sabrina's picking that one.
Oh yeah, because she's got a thing for grandpas, or have a set of 6 milk-producing cow udders on your chest?
Milk me, baby.
Yeah, milk all day. I'll take. Oh, you're talking about like permanently, like on my chest, like coming out of my chest.
Yeah, are you going down on grandpa, or are you having 6 titties on your chest?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've had worse things happen. I'm going with grandpa. Me and Gramps, we about to be real nice friends for a moment.
You're getting
Don't let your mama see this.
Tim says 6 titties.
What
Angela
about
got
Melissa?
milk. What did Melissa say?
What'd you say?
Definitely the 6 titties, because then I'm cool and people want to pay me. I don't know about the grandpa stuff. No one's paying me for the grandpa stuff. But
All I know is if I had 6 titties, I'd never get laid.
You'd be stuck in your
So,
own titties.
If you and Melissa,
yeah, I'd be stuck in my own titties for life. You know.
right. So I have to tell you this. So when it says the judge, which this one has the judge in it, it means the person reading the card.
Yeah.
In this case, it'll just be our own. So like when I say the judge, like you reflect on it, it's talking about yourself.
Okay. Sammy, you're cracking me up right now.
All right. A popsicle made from the judge's urine, so your own urine.
Urine popsicle.
Urine popsicle, or have everyone you've ever dated move into your neighborhood. Give me
I'm taking it. Everybody in my neighborhood, we having orgies on a weekly basis.
we don't need 85 women.
I'm just very I don't know if I want to suck on my own pee.
I'd do it. I mean, you can drink your own urine if you're in the desert.
Yeah, but I ain't drinking my urine. I'm gonna die.
It'll be frozen.
All I'm saying is one is short term and one is long term. Pick your poison.
All right.
Sammy said dated. It would be a small group. Angela said, "Oh hell no, I'm taking the piss popsicle."
I guess I would lick my own urine. I guess.
I'm backwards because for me, I got a large swath of options. Okay.
Yeah, we have a lot of neighbors.
And most of which would be happy to see me. So.
We have a lot of new neighbors.
All right.
So, yeah.
Most of us are eating popsicles. A couple of you guys are having your exes around.
He went over and beyond. He's talking about orgies. Yeah. Drew Hicks with the eyes. Yes, Drew, you get me. Yeah, Call of Duty in the neighborhood would be dope. That'd be so dope. Call of Duty. Yo, we got to do that.
Yeah. All right.
Pull everybody. You got. He's like, shut up, Julius.
The orgies. I can't. I do. I refocus. If people get off track, I bring us back on track.
I love it. I love it.
Orgies. I can't. I'm so weird. All right. Would you rather take 2 shots of bleach or have your significant other leave you for your best friend?
My significant other leave me for my best friend, for sure. 1,000%.
You want Julius going for your best friend?
That'd be fine with me.
Her best friend is dope.
Yeah, she's amazing. I love her.
She would share.
And then I get to live, so.
Now she doesn't have to be a mom anymore.
I don't know about all that, but I certainly will live.
I'm playing.
You and my best friend would not work out. Like, it would just be horrible. Your life would be miserable. So I'll take 2 shots of bleach so you don't have a miserable life.
Do you want to end up with Luke?
No. No.
Have my significant other lead me. My best friend is so awesome. I'd leave me for her too. Leave if you want to leave, my boy. Yeah, I'll drink the bleach.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Does the best friend cook?
Right.
Well, Drew, ask Erin if her best friend cooks.
All right.
It's hard because, like, I know my bestie would probably still be cool with us still being in the thing. So I don't know. But I'm gonna go with bleach. I think. I think I'm gonna go.
For my sake, I would go with the bleach.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna go with the bleach.
1 or 2?
Me? 1.
All right, you got to pick from that pile. I was giving him a pile 1 or pile 2.
Yeah, no, that's wild. These questions get pretty out of pocket, yo.
This one's bad.
I'm not asking my wife shit. Are you crazy? Listen. These not the shit we say to each other in the chat. Come on.
All right. So, would you rather make out with someone who hasn't brushed their teeth in 2 months, or drown a litter of kittens with your bare hands?
I'm drowning kittens. I'm killing kittens.
That's
I'm gonna go.
I don't want to make
hard.
out with but I don't want to kill a litter of kittens.
Nah, fuck those kittens. They're dying. They're just kittens. They got 9 lives, so they got 8 more.
I got to choose on this one. This is the first time I've never been able to choose.
Sabrina, you really don't want to.
I'm gonna go with the 2 months. I'm gonna go with the 2 months just because I'm sure I've been with the ratchet. You know what I'm saying? And ratchets get nasty, so I'm gonna just go with the 2 months.
You think so?
Yeah. Yep. I'm doing that too.
Yeah.
Sabrina said she brushes teeth for him.
There you go. What you gonna pick?
Definitely the 2 months. Fun fact about me is I love like having pregnant animals and fostering them, and so I literally couldn't. Like you would probably have to kill me first.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the 2 months.
So okay, in your case, Melissa, since what if all the kittens came out deformed, and you had to keep them out of their misery?
I've never been able to. We've had animals that I've not been able to.
We fostered bunnies and we fostered puppies. We had huskies. We had 10 huskies that we fostered, and we did like 20 bunnies. And when the bunnies came out deformed, she couldn't do it. I had to do it.
Damn, like
I can't call. So I've literally never been able to call. So
yeah, I don't think I'd be able to.
So me and Sammy are the only 2 that want to drown kittens. All right, fuck it.
No judgment. I just came for myself.
Hey man, All I'm saying is the chance to make out wouldn't be too bad.
Drew, in my
It lasts a short time.
Hey, that's how long you have to make out for it.
Drew, in my
Right.
active addiction, I made love to meth mouths daily. Okay, all right. Men or women?
Respects.
You sick, twisted woman. Oh my God. The euthanasia question.
Okay, so for it to be considered making out, it has to be 10 seconds.
So for it to be considered making out, it has to be 10 seconds.
I'll take the 10 seconds. That's not biggie. Not that hard.
I'm still drowning kittens.
Listen, I'm gonna not.
He's like, I'll stick my tongue in there and still kill that kitten. Yeah.
You need Jesus just as much as we do.
Right. I think that's the point. We all need Jesus.
See now why some people get mad at us for playing this game?
Yeah, no, I love this. This is like my alley.
I love it too. I think we've played this the most out of all of them.
Chat. 1, 2, 1, 2. To Drew, 10 seconds. Damn, those kittens are done for. Drew, or chat. 1 or 2. All right, 2. All right. Would you rather break into a sperm bank and drink everything, or secretly have sex with the partner of someone at the table? And since we're talking about the table, we're talking about all of us in this chat. All of us in this chat. So would you rather?
What were those again?
Would you rather break into a sperm bank and drink everything, or secretly have sex with the partner of someone at the table?
I'm cheating.
I'm cheating too.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think I'm fucking. Me and Jared, it's a thing.
What is that?
You gotta be bottom, bro. I'm sorry. We need to right.
Semen.
Yeah,
Today's theme is definitely semen.
Angela says, "Let's fuck." Sabrina, hey guys, Drew, I know y'all want me.
It's official. We're doing an orgy, y'all.
Bro, you an orgy?
It's official.
Sammy cheating. Sabrina, take me.
Oh, come on.
Oh, that's funny. This is so like the reason we do the games on midweek is because it's midweek, bro. You know, it's hump day, it's Wednesday. We're trying to we deal with so much pressure and stuff, and we just want to relax and vibe and have fun and chill. And some people, this ain't their thing, and that's cool. I'm okay with that. I respect
some of our games are, some of them aren't.
Some of our stuff is PG, like earlier, and others is like this. We move on. So this is what we're doing, you know.
Sammy again.
Right.
Orgy in the house, yo.
We gotta find more games like this so we can all keep playing. Yeah, see, Angela knows what's up.
I have
And so does Sammy.
card. All right. Would you rather receive a notification every time any of your exes has sex, or discover your significant other has been sending your nudes to their friends in a group chat? Send my nudes out, baby.
They're both hot. Can I take them both?
Receive a notification every time any of your exes has sex.
Okay.
Or discover your significant other has been sending your nudes to their friends in a group chat.
Yeah, you could send them.
Oh.
It's all good.
Send my nudes out. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, y'all can send the nudes.
Can I have both?
You can have both.
I want them both.
Angela did this today. Thanks, y'all. Sammy says these live straight will make the week. Get through, y'all the best. Sammy, notifications. Drew, I encourage my wife to send my nudes.
I was like sitting there begging her,
please send my nudes.
He's like, hurry up, I'm trying to get another one.
Send them, they're great.
Fine. Which one you choosing?
Oh, the notifications.
She's taking the notifications.
Yeah.
I have very few exes, and I'm probably not getting that many notifications, so make it nice and easy.
All right. I'm going to read this last card, and then Brianna's got something before we wrap up.
Sammy again. You keep tearing me up.
One of those. I'm fixing all of them now.
Okay. Would you rather put your hand in a blender and turn it on,
Yep.
or be required to kill one person per year, or you must kill yourself?
One person per year.
Damn it, bro.
She was quick about that one.
I don't want to put my hand in a blender.
I don't know if I could kill some as much as I want.
I don't want to die. Like, that's my issue. It's not the killing the people that's the problem. It's the when I can't kill the people because I'm locked up that I gotta die part. That's the problem.
Can we do it on someone's behalf?
Well, they put you in solitary confinement. Who you killing?
Sabrina, drinking bleach isn't the question.
Everybody's ready to turn into a murderer real fast. I think you mark it to narcissists, bro. I think we're all some narcissists here.
You know what?
Hey, what's up?
I'm gonna put my hand in a blender.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to be able to like do music and stuff.
You
I need
can
to
walk.
Hey, it doesn't say you actually have to get cut. Blenders are big, yo.
It just says you have to turn it on. I guess that's fair.
So I'm gonna put my hand in the blender
I'm putting
Well,
my
and
hand
if
in
we
a
got
blender.
murder a bunch of people and not die.
Look, I'm gonna play a Chuck right now. That's not the context of the question. You can't change what it is. It doesn't say pull it back. It doesn't need any of that.
I used to do that all the time. I'd add stuff to it.
One of our really good friends who used to be on this, he passed away last year, and he was. We do this every Friday, and she would always, well, I'm gonna change this, and he goes, that's not the fucking question. This is what the question is. You gotta answer the question. But now I'm like, you can't change the question. You gotta answer the question.
All right. So actually,
The problem is the question is so vague you can get away with it.
that's what I said.
All right.
All right. So speaking of Chuck, and since we have Julius and Melissa on with us today, I wanted to end today with daily gratitudes.
Yeah.
Especially with all the laughing we just did, and we got to know about each other in the beginning, and then we played a fun game. Like, I feel like today would be the perfect time to reflect a little bit and all go around and give our daily gratitudes.
Yeah.
Everyone in the comments as well.
We dedicate this to Chuck.
Yeah.
We used to do this. He ended every single live with daily gratitude. So
I'd always sit there every Friday. I'd be thinking.
Yeah. So
I had to come up with a good answer.
Everybody in the chat, type in what your daily gratitude is, and yeah. So since y'all are our guests, what is your daily gratitude or gratitude?
I'm gonna let Mel start. Put her on the spotlight.
I hate when people ask me this because I could go on for like 20, 30 minutes. So I'm going to do top 3, which is.
They asked for one.
Oh, one? Oh.
You can do as many as you want. There's no, it's daily gratitudes or gratitude, whatever you want.
Okay, I'm going to go with 3 just because narrowing it down to 1 is so difficult. But always family, always friends and family. It was nice to have a good laugh with you guys and hang out with Jay and kind of get to know you guys. And always love our daughter. Had a great day at work, so that was lovely. And I got to wake up another day today. You can't be mad at that. So I'll leave it at those 3.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm a little easier than that. I'm just glad I met a bunch of narcissists like myself. This is nice.
All of you.
It's nice to know I'm not the only crazy one.
In the comments, people start dropping your gratitudes in the comments, please. Angela,
if I'm being honest with you guys, I am grateful for the way my life has turned out. I did not think I would live this long, And if I did, I certainly thought I'd be behind bars. And I just had a really rough upbringing, and I'm just happy to be on Hump Day with Jared and chopping it up and having a good time. And you know what I mean? I don't regret anything. I'm happy. So I'm just happy. I'm thankful for the way my life has turned out. Thank you guys for inviting us on the podcast.
Miguel laughed when you said you thought you'd be behind bars.
See what I'm saying? I'm with my people.
You know, he said, he's like, I've known Julius a long time, so. Angela Dickey says, I'm so very grateful for life right now. Can you all please pray for Chatham, Illinois right now? It's been difficult for us around here. Absolutely. And we hope everything
gets a little easier. Oh.
Sabrina says, I'm grateful to be alive and healthy. Ellie says, grateful for my people, the clients I have, grateful for my kids, and grateful to be here. Sammy says, I love that. I'm so happy to be part of these lives today. I'm grateful for this amazing group of humans. Y'all are amazing. Kalisha says, I'm grateful for people who make recovery cool. Thank you for your transparency. It saves lives. Fuck stigma.
Absolutely.
100%. Today, I am grateful for a friend of mine. There was this dog that needed a home, and I texted him and I said, you're adopting this dog? What day are you off this week? He said, what kind of dog is it? I'm off on Wednesday. And we brought the dog up there today, and she gets along with his other dog really well. She was playing really good with the kids, and, you know, so I'm grateful for my friend because I was able to, you know, give this dog a good home instead of going back to the flop house she was previously. And so that is my daily gratitude, especially because, you know, my kids go over there too. So now there's, you know, his dog that he had for 12, 13 years just passed away recently. So there's only been one dog there for them to play with, and now there's two again. Yeah. So
and the cool thing is I'm sure both the dog and the owner are grateful for you too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, he absolutely loves her. She's 7 months old, but she's pretty calm. You know, she's mellow. She was jumping up on the trampoline with the kids and stuff like that, and hanging out with us outside for a while. So yeah, it was pretty cool. It was nice to be able to, you know, help an animal out like that, and, you know, help him out, kind of heal from his, you know, losing his dog. So
that's amazing.
Yeah, it was nice. Jared likes the dog too.
I do. I love the dog. I can't wait until we get a bigger place so I can get a dog. I love the dogs. I love dogs. I want one. I'm gonna end it with this one, with mine. Man, I'm grateful for all of you guys. You know, when I started doing music last year, I didn't expect it to be where I'm at now. I didn't expect to have the support and the great team of people that I have, and especially at my age, I thought that was just a dream that was done and over with. So every single one of you guys that rocks with me and that supports and shows up on these lives every single week and continuously, everybody that's in this chat is here every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
We've got a pretty dope group of people that join us,
and I appreciate every single one of you guys and people that support my merch and music, this, that, and the third. So I appreciate everybody. I'm going to end it with this. Remember, guys, you are loved. You're seen. You're heard. You know, just take every single day with
you can still get crazy in recovery.
Yeah, you can still have fun. Just
and be sober. It is A-okay to do it. It's okay to, you know, doesn't always have to be a trigger.
Exactly.
Doesn't always have to be a bad time. You know, we can have fun even though we're not getting drunk and high. Okay?
Yeah, we can have fun. So
we can.
But yeah, you know, I love every single one of you guys, and you guys are loved. And Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern time, Behind the Bars. Don't know what we're doing yet. Make a post for it. But until then, love you guys. Share this live out so that people can catch this on the replay. And we'll catch you later.
Don't hop off, Julie.
Don't hop off. We'll see you guys later.